What can I plant in January? In this video, I'll share with you some of the seeds you can sow and what you can plant depending on the weather in your area. Firstly, you might want to consider the growing conditions where you live. I live in the UK, and some of the seeds that I'm able to plant now might not be suitable for the part of the world that you live in. I believe that I live in the equivalent of US Plant Hardiness Zone 8B. I'm keen to get started planting seeds, so let's go in the greenhouse to see what seeds that I can sow in January. Onion and shallot seeds can be planted in January. Today I'll be planting some Ailsa Craig onions. These are a yellow onion that have a mild flavour and store well. So here we are with my Ailsa Craig onion seed. I prepared a tray with some compost and I've just pressed it down so it's flat. So I've got a nice flat level surface for the seed. And we've got our onion seed here, which are these small black seeds. Don't need loads. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to spread them thinly over the surface of the compost. Just a few. And what I'll then do is I'll cover over the onion seed with a thin layer of compost, which is about 1/4 of an inch, 5 to 10 millimeters of compost, and then I'll give them a little spray of water just to moisten the compost and make sure that they're ready to germinate. And what you can also do, rather than spraying them on the surface, you can put them in a water bath, and what will happen is the water will be drawn up into the compost, and that will make sure that the onion seeds germinate. And lastly, we'll just put a little label to remind us what we've planted. What I'll do with these now, this time of the year, it is a little bit early, so what you can do is provide some bottom heat just so the seeds germinate. But if it's a little bit later in the season, maybe towards the end of January, early February, you can just place them in your greenhouse and maybe put a little propagator cover over the top, and that will make sure that your seeds germinate quickly, which should take within 10 to 14 days. For more advice on planting seeds, you can watch my seed planting tips video. The variety of shallot that I'll be planting is a variety called Zabroon. Now this is a banana shallot, and here's an example of one that I grew last year, and you can see it's this characteristic shape, and these are a lovely mild tasting shallot. Onions and shallots can also be planted from sets. Now these are miniature versions of the adult bulb, and if you plant those, you can get them growing early on in the season and get onions and shallots by midsummer. Some other seeds that you can be starting off now are peppers. Both sweet peppers and chili peppers can be started off in January. They need a long season to grow, so it's best to get them started at this time of the year. They also need quite a bit of heat to germinate, at least 25 degrees, so you're best starting them off in a propagator, and due to low light level conditions at this time of the year, you might also need grow lights. Salad leaves like this Italian lettuce mix can be started off at any time of the year. So if you want to get some tasty salad leaves for an early salad, get some planted now. Leek varieties such as Leon or Musselburgh can also be planted now. If you get them going at this time of the year, you'll get some leeks in late summer or for an autumn crop. I'm also going to be planting some cabbage and cauliflower. It is a little bit early in the season, but you can get sowing a variety of cauliflower called all year round, which, as its name suggests, can be planted at any time of the year. The variety of cabbage that I'll be planting is an early variety called Greyhound. If you haven't already started off any broad beans, you can get them planted now. The variety of broad beans I've got is a variety called Bunyard's Exhibition. They can be sown in modular trays and then planted out when the weather conditions are suitable. So the seeds I'll be planting in January are onion Ailsa Craig, shallot Zabroon, some summer salad mixed peppers, chili peppers habanada, lettuce leaves mix, leek Leon 2 prize taker, cauliflower all the year round, cabbage Greyhound, and broad bean Bunyard's Exhibition. I hope you found the information in this video useful, and if you're not subscribed to my channel, why not click the subscribe button and the bell icon to be notified of future videos that I upload. Thanks very much for joining me at Nick's Allotment. I'll see you again next time.